So what we're gonna need, sorry, I am reverbing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into blueprints over here. Then we're gonna create a blueprint class. I'm gonna create an actor, and this will call coin BP. All right, so this will be our little coin pickup. Just 1 second. Just want to turn down our volume here. All right, there we go. All right, so now that you're not hearing me twice through my mic, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to create a material as well. So just call it coin mat, capital M. All right, save. Then we're going to grab a base color, drag this out. Just type in constant 3 vector. Now, if you want to make your coin a different color, do that. I'm gonna make mine yellow, sort of, I guess. All right, sorry guys, I'm colorblind, so it's a little bit difficult for me to do colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my other coin material and just actually grab the values from it. All right, so all it is that. There we go. I now have a pure yellow. Great. I'm gonna save. Now, because we're making such a simple thing as a coin, we don't need that much. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down. We're going to get a cylinder. We're going to apply our coin material to it. And then what we need to do is actually rotate it 90 degrees in the x-axis. Now, then what we're going to do is we're going to shrink this to 0.1. This is a little bit big. You can check how big your actual coin is by dragging it out into the level. Now, you might want your coin this big. I don't. I'll show you the reason. Because it is just as big as the player. So, let's actually change that a little bit. So, we'll go to about 0.5, not 35, 0.5 and 0.5. My original values, I believe, were, I'll tell you exactly what they were now. So my cylinder was actually 0.4. I found this to work very well, 0.05. All right, so this will be our coin. I'm gonna compile, and you guys can actually see it over here. I'm gonna switch off the navigation mesh. So it's just a medium-sized coin, I guess, nice and small. Alright, now it's very plain. So the first thing we're going to need to do is change the collision to presets to no collision. Now, the reason we're doing that, actually, we don't have to do that. We can just do a trigger. There we go. That's all we actually have to do for collision. Alright, so now with this cylinder, the first thing we're going to do is every tick, we're going to drag this out. Now create a branch, yeah. So the first thing we're going to have to do is create a sequence, because if we need to do anything else, to this blueprint, we don't have to do it, where it only works if something was just recently rendered. So the first thing we're going to do is create a branch. Alright, then I'm going to drag this condition out and just type in was recent, or RE, recently rendered. So what this does is, you can change this tolerance to about 1. So what this does is when the coin, this object that we're speaking about, is not in view, alright, it will not do anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to add actor. This is very important for mobile, because on a mobile you don't have as much graphics card capabilities and RAM and CPU power as you do on a PC. Now, it also just increases how smooth your game runs when you have 300 coins in a level, for example. Just an example. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to type in add actor location, not location, sorry, rotation, add actor world rotation. That's what you need. Now just change this to whatever value you feel like. I found that any value between 1 to 5, I'm going to show you 1, and then I'm going to show you 5, and then you guys can see. So there's 1, rotates nice and slowly. Here's 5 if you wanted to rotate quicker. Right, I like 1. Also, 2 also works quite well, so it's not too slow. I'll show you 2. There we go, nice and relaxed movement. You can pass through it. That's fine. So now you might be asking, how are we gonna pick this coin up? All right, so there's a few things we're gonna have to do before we can actually pick up the coin. So let's quickly grab the cylinder, add collision on component begin overlap. Click on your cylinder, right click, and you'll see add collision, add event, collision, begin overlap. So what we're going to do is we're now going to get player character. We are going to drag out other actor, equal, drag that in there, create a branch, drag that on true. We're going to do this only once because if something goes wrong, it doesn't pick up properly, and then you can keep on picking it up. So you don't want to do that. So, okay. So now that we've reached a specific point, we need to create some things. So under blueprints, right click, create a blueprint class, and type in save game. Now, the reason I'm doing this is so that we can save the amount of, for example, money, because this is money, the amount of money that our player has. So we'll just call this money value saved game. Alright, so inside here, what we're going to do is we're going to create 2 variables. The first will be our actual, for now we only need 2 variables. So the first variable will be our money value. That will be an integer. Alright, and then this will be our save slot name. Save slot name. Now, the reason I'm doing that is so that when we reference our save game, we can just use the save slot name. So what we're going to do here is going to create a variable and just call this save game instance reference. All right. Now this is going to click on this, search for money value saved game, the reference to it. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to load the game. Load game from slot. Now, sure, that works fine, but what if it's the first time we're playing? Well, that will handle just now. Let's first set up the load game. We can handle it here, or we can handle it in our actual HUD, which will be better, because otherwise every coin will try and see if we need to create a save game. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to drag out this game save reference, drag this out, and just type in get save slot name. Now we're going to change it in our money value, save slot name. We're going to just call this money save. The reason I'm doing this is just to split it up between the levels. Alright, so here we go. We now have a save slot name. At user index, you can leave it 0. Then what we're going to do is we're going to drag this out and just cast to money value saved game. Alright, now here, what we're going to do, we're going to drag this out, get money value, we will then increment this value. So just plus plus on your keyboard, increment the integer, drag it straight if you want. And then what we're going to do is with this very same slot name, we'll just quickly create a rewrite node here. Go here, get save game slot name. Alright. Then, actually, no, we can't do it from there. Dang. Okay, so on this cast, gonna get saved game slot name. Alright, save. Now, what we're gonna do is we are actually gonna save the game here. So I'll quickly create one rewrite node here and another one over here. So we're gonna load the amount of money we have. We're gonna increment our amount of money we have, and then we're going to actually we're actually going to then save the game again every time we pick up the coin. So what we're going to do is just type in save game to slot. Alright, we already have a slot name. Here it is. Create a rewrite now and make it prettier. Slot name, there we go. Alright, the user index can stay at 0. I'm going to drag this out and we're going to type in destroy actor. Now, the reason we're destroying it is we don't want to be able to keep on picking it up. So we're going to save. We're going to play. It will fail to cast the actual. Alright. Let's just check what's going on. I have a feeling that it's because it's failing to cast. But it could be something else. Let's quickly grab a look what it is doing. Alright. It is not picking up the collision. That's fine. All we have to do is just go to add component, add a sphere collision. Alright, now let's go to the viewport, change the sphere to be a little bit smaller, unless you want it to be big. I don't. So I'm going to change it to be a bit smaller. Go back into our event graph, and instead of the begin overlap on the cylinder, we'll just change this to our sphere. So click on the sphere, right click on the blueprint, add event, collision, begin overlap. Alright, so drag that out. Other actor, drag it in there. Alright, and now we're going to try again. Alright, so now that we are there, let's check what's happening. It is not overlapping. That is very strange. What am I missing? Let me just quickly check here. Okay, so here we're going to scroll down, overlap all dynamic. That's fine. I am missing something. As far as I see, I'm missing something. Alright, let's try this again. So event tick, board rotation, begin overlap on, there we go. The sphere actually overlapped, but it has already done this. So I'm gonna exit, just go back in. I'll quickly drag this over here just to see what's happening further on. There we go. Drag that. Alright, so it cannot cast to the money value. That's fine. That's the only reason it's not working. So now that we have created this thing that destroys the actor, we also need to actually check, does the saved game exist? So what we're going to do is we're going to type in does save game exist. Now if you remember, we actually named our save slot name. So just copy that. You're going to use it a bit. So paste it into your slot name. Copy. Oh my gosh. There we go. Paste. Okay, so the money saved. Next, we're going to create a branch. Drag this as the condition. So basically, what this is doing is it's saying, does our saved game exist? Yes or no? If yes, it does. We're going to create save game object. Now, the reason we're doing this is because even though it is created, we still need to create almost a reference to it. So this is just creating a reference. Then we're going to cost to money value. This is just going to do it once. So that's perfectly fine. Then we're going to hold Alt, drag out set of our save game object and connect that. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is what happens if our save game object does not exist. So basically the same thing begins, but instead of casting immediately, we're gonna save the game to slot, this being the save game. Slot name, never mind. Alright, slot, what did we name it? Money save. Slot name being money save. Make sure to write it exactly as you have set your slot. Alright, then we're going to drag this out. We're gonna cast. Right, now that we've cast it, we're going to then also duplicate the set of the instance. Alright, so now we can compile, and this actual coin should now disappear. There we go, it disappeared. We picked it up. Now we can't see that. We don't know that we picked it up. So let's go back to our player HUD. Just quickly add another text box. We can just add a text box. There we go. Change that, put it in the corner, reset its position, change this to 1 and 1. We're going to change this to about 200. The height can be 64 if we want to put something in there. Raise this up by 50. Minus 50, minus 50. Alright, save. And then this text block will change to... Alright, so here we're actually going to... This text we're going to bind. So we're going to click on this binding. We're going to create a get bind. Oh, create a binding. Then this get text 0. Let's quickly rename it to this get money value. Alright, so now that we have created this object, we are gonna, so I should open it up here just to make sure I'm doing it right. Alright, so what we need to do is we have to create a variable. Yes, we have to create a variable. So this we're gonna call money value. We're gonna change this into an integer, drag it out as a get, and just connect it into the return node. Alright, so now that it's in the return node, it will now set it constantly. Something disconnected. Alright, great. Fantastic. So in this event graph, we're gonna look for, just see where we are doing it. I just want to make sure. There we go. Okay, so under the level stars, we set the visibility. After that, we're gonna create a save game object. Obviously, this would be our money value save game. We're going to then cast it. We're going to create another variable, this being our money save game object. This is going to be money money value, saved game, get a reference, drag this out, set. Alright, connect those two. Then we're going to save. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we're going to create another function. Alright, so there we go, get money value. Alright, so at the tick. Okay, so here value, I'm going to rename this to text because we have another function that we need to do. So get current money value. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab our money save game object. We're going to drag this on, get save slot name, drag that. Then we're going to drag this out, load game from slot. Alright, drag that, make it just pretty. Then cast this to our money value saved game. We will then get money value, and then what we're going to do is we're going to set our money value within here to the saved game is money value. So wait, let's just change that text color. So let's change this to red, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Alright, so now that it's red, compile, play. There we go. Our current money value is 0. Alright, so it didn't go. Oh, right, that's why. Alright, so the reason it didn't go is I'm being an idiot. We didn't get it to go. So what we're going to do is under the event graph, we actually, after we set the stars per our tick, we're going to grab our get money value, current money value, sorry, drag this out, compile, and then play. As you can see, we did collect 2 coins, so we're already on 2. It's now on 3. Alright, and now it saves your money throughout your entire level. So there we go, 4, destroyed, great. So now that money is working, our HUD is working to show us the money. The next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna split this up into about 10 minutes, by the way, just so that it's not too long because it's already an hour. Alright, so now that we have money showing up, we have our AI killing us. We actually need to change one more thing before we finish. So the set level stars, all coins collected. Now that's also going to be handled in the actual level blueprint. So under event tick, we can create another function, check coin count. Alright, so I'm pretty sure you guessed how this would work. Drag all of this, Control C, paste it into here, and now the only thing that changes is we're just going to change this, what it's looking for to coin BP, and also we're going to create another one, all coins. I don't know why I keep spelling it like that. Collected. Alright, now we're just going to change our set values to all the coins being collected. Alright, then there we're going to create an output, call this all coins collected. Sorry, my brain is thinking faster than I'm typing, that's why it's doing it. Alright, drag that out, compile. What didn't go? Alright, compile. Alright, there we go. Just disconnect the out actors and reconnect it, and then it'll be fine. Alright, so then under the event graph, we're going to then, see, this is why you would want to create a sequence. So just quickly drag this out, create a sequence, sequence. There we go. Well, then we can do this. Then we're going to check coin count. Alright, let's quickly move this out up higher because it's in the way. Alright, so check the coin count, branch it, connect it to true, get widgets of class. Oh, whoa. Alright, get all widgets of class, get that very same cost to the main player had, set all coins collected. Alright, so now that we've compiled and saved, I'm going to press play. Now, when I collect this coin, alright, something didn't fire. Let's just check what didn't go. Coins collected, visible, star widget 1. Alright, that's fine. And the level blue. Oh, there we go. Sorry. File and save. Just make sure you tick what you need to tick. That you tick that it's set to true. Right, so there we go. First, second, and there's going to be a third star, as you guys have already seen. I'm going to finish this level, and I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed part 6. I'm going to put this as 6.1, 6.2. So there we go. Level is now finished. 3 stars. We will also add a restart button after this in part 7. So I hope you guys enjoyed part 6. Make sure to go and follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page, subscribe, click like, tell your friends. And I hope you guys have enjoyed part 6, as I've said before. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers. I'm very happy to see you guys are supporting the series. And I'll see you guys next time.